And on Friday, WION's Rahul Dalal spoke to former New Zealand all-rounder and WION's resident cricket analyst Chris Harris in the build-up to the series deciding contest at Cape Town. Listen in.
Cape Town is where this long and much anticipated tour began nearly 2 months ago, and now India, they lost the test, then bossed the limited overs, but some slip-ups in Centurion, and the wagon now returns to Cape Town for a series decider, which some may even call a tour decider.
Yeah, it's a big decider, really. Look, in some ways, South Africa will be very pleased that they're in a situation where they've got a chance to, after the one-day series, where they'll be very, very disappointed, because it's not often you see South Africa go down 5-1. So they'll be very much taking this last T20 as an opportunity to, in some ways, for them, resurrect this tour, because they'll be very, very disappointed. They're playing a young side, played very well in the last game. Although I think there was some poor decisions made in that last T20, which cost India. But they're very much in this contest, and they will take a lot of heart out of that last performance, and they will go into this last one with some confidence, and we can be guaranteed that India will be very desperate to finish this tour off on a very positive note, because it's been a very, very good tour for them so far.
Chris, it's been raining in Cape Town today, and while there's no threat on the match taking place, wet conditions will be music to the South Africans' ears. India's only slip-ups since the teams put on coloured clothing have been rain-induced. The wristies were tonked in that Ford OTI at Johannesburg, and Yuzvendra Chahal, of course, again endured a horror outing at Centurion on Wednesday.
Yeah, moisture and a wet ball certainly takes the ability of the Indian leg spinner, especially in Chahal, to be able to control the ball. And we know how important the Indian spinners are in that, even in the small format, the T20 format, how great that they have been in recent times with their ability to slow the run rate, put pressure on, and also take wickets. So when you take away that big weapon where it's hard to hold the ball, obviously that very much evens the sides up, and that's why I think South Africa obviously won that last T20. I thought it was a mistake, and he doesn't make too many, but I thought it was a mistake from Kohli to bowl Chahal in that last over. I thought he should have left it right towards the end if he had to bowl him and try and keep themselves in the contest. He bowled 3 overs, he'd been really expensive. There was no reason to think that it was going to get any better in that his last over in his 4-over spell, and it certainly didn't. He had trouble holding it, you could see it, and then obviously he got punished. So yes, the moisture certainly will play into South Africa's hands. Rain now is not so bad, but obviously if there's a bit of dew and water on the surface come game day, it will certainly play into the South African hands. And I think you'd like to think that Kohli had learnt from that experience in the last T20, and if they come against those conditions again, or come up against those conditions again, I'm sure they'll make some different decisions.